Hello and welcome back into Last Week in Movies, and what a week it was, because some crazy stuff went down, and we got to start with one of probably the most improbable things to happen in recent movies. Hayden Christensen returning to the role of Anakin Skywalker. After all these years, he will be reprising the role in two different projects. He'll be reprising it in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and now, just announced, he will be in the Ahsoka series with Rosario Dawson, which is gonna start filming sometime this year as well. This is huge because he really got a raw deal when it came to kind of everything involving his contributions to Star Wars as a young Anakin Skywalker destined to be Darth Vader. Those movies are, they're not perfect by any means, and there's a lot of flaws in them. It's probably easier to count the things that, you enjoy, but it's not like Hayden Christensen's fault that everything didn't turn out the way fans wanted and the way, was intended. So it's tough. It's got to be tough to, to shoulder that blame like that, especially as like the internet's developing, like you're receiving all this hate that like from around the world, basically. Like, it's crazy. So I could have understood if he was just like, yeah, no, I don't have any interest in this ever again, like, nah, keep walking. But to see him coming back, I think it's going to be not just like a huge monumental moment, but I think it's going to be like a resurgence type of thing for him. I think we'll start to see him step back into the public eye with bigger roles and bigger parts here, and that's awesome. I mean, who knows what his contributions are going to be to these series, but just the fact that they were able to get him, and they want to, kind of feels like they want to give him a chance to do right by him and do right by the character, and that's really cool. I think I have a lot of faith in the people running the Star Wars television department, so I'm sure it's going to be something satisfying when it comes to Anakin, and that's really, I think, the best thing you can say about it is Hayden Christensen is back as Anakin, and I am not expecting the people in charge of it to ruin it. Ant-Man 3 is currently filming. Ant-Man 3 Quantumania, I should call it. And they decided, something leaked here. It's supposedly a new logo that's being used for the movie. There's no way. So it says, a new photo from the set of Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, gives us a look at a rather strange version of the logo on the back of a set chair. What could the symbols mean? Via Johansson Comer on Twitter, which if you click that profile, it does not lead you anywhere. It just says, oops, there's been a mistake, which is the first sign that, something is accurate on the internet. But I don't understand this. Like, let's see what the first logo was. Look at that. You're telling me that you don't want that? Like, this is so much easier. This other one is like, I can't get a job in social media or marketing anywhere local. I've done it for 6 years. This is like Microsoft Paint level graphic design here, and it might be the actual logo for the third, like, a trilogy Marvel movie. There's no way. There's no way this is legit. This has to be a Photoshop. That's not going to stop me from reading all of the fan theories, because I enjoy that, but you cannot seriously tell me I don't understand. I recently found out that Mattel is getting ready to start production on a live action Barbie movie, and if I wasn't reading the cast and crew behind this movie with my own two eyes, I would not believe it. So you have Margot Robbie as Barbie. You have Greta Gerwig directing from a screenplay that she co-wrote with Noah Baumbach. I don't know what this Barbie movie could be, but that is like the recipe. Like any other, like if it wasn't a Barbie movie, it would be like the most anticipated movie of the year already, and we wouldn't even know what it was about. So without you well, I shouldn't say you can't have Barbie without Ken, because that's kind of the whole point of Barbie. But everyone knows Ken, Barbie's boyfriend. Um, and so, who do you get to play Ken in the live-action Barbie movie from Mattel, starring Margot Robbie, directed and co-written by Greta Gerwig, and co-written by Noah Baumbach? How do you possibly match that star power there? You go get Ryan Gosling and say, hey, we're going to just have Ryan Gosling be Ken. He's probably going to be a himbo. He's probably going to be a big dumb idiot, and it's going to be fantastic. And the Barbie movie is going to make like $500 million. It's going to save movies. It's going to be like, people don't want to stream anymore. They have to go see the Barbie movie in theaters. It's going to win like 10 Academy Awards. It's going to reset the industry here. Like, I cannot believe, like, Ryan Gosling's been so selective with his movies, but to just see the, like, Barbie from Warner Bros. And Mattel, and he's like, oh yeah, sign me up for it. Like, that tells me something here. Like, could you imagine if his version of Ken is just like Driver from Drive or something, or like he has to like do some weird terrible thing to support him in Barbie? Like, I just, like, the thoughts of what this movie could be, like, the actual movie will never live up to the expectations that I am playing out in my head when I think of all of these pieces getting together to make a movie. Like, I can't believe it. All that said, I love Ryan Gosling. I'll be there day one. Are you kidding me? Like, this is gonna be like pre-buy the tickets. I don't care if it's streaming. I'll go see it in IMAX if I have to. Like, I need to see what a live-action Barbie movie. Like, what the hell? In one of the sweetest and most heartbreaking things I have seen all year, Paul Walker's daughter, Meadow, recently married over the last month or so, and she revealed who walked her down the aisle, and it was none other than Vin Diesel himself. And it's beautiful. It really, I don't even have a joke for it. Like, just to see that, he has remained such an active part of her life. I know he's her godfather, and it's just a beautiful thing to see. Like, it's just beautiful. It's really cool. And I guess it's just nice to see that he practices what he preaches when it comes to family. Nothing beats family. And lastly, unfortunately, a lot of this news was overshadowed, and tragically so, by a horrible accident that happened on the set of an independent movie called Rust, where the cinematographer Helena Hutchins lost her life, and the film's director Joel Souza was also hospitalized with an injury before being discharged, I believe, the same day. And, it's crazy that these types of accidents involving guns on movie sets still happen after what happened in the 90s with Brandon Lee and The Crow. I would think that having it happen that once in the 90s would be enough to just get rid of it and just change the rules. I'm sure that all of the stories, all of everything is being investigated. There's probably all sorts of stuff that will still be uncovered and still is yet to come. But really the focus, the important thing here is that we grieve the loss of life, and that we celebrate her career, her family. She leaves behind a son and a husband, and that's the real story here, is that family is going to have to carry this loss, and that's a tragedy. And it can get lost and cast aside when you get involved in theories and spreading rumors and speculation. But what really matters is that we just take a moment and just acknowledge this loss of life, and this cinematographer who won't be able to pursue her passion, and that's a terrible tragedy. I think that this should absolutely be the end of any type of real guns on movie sets, because no matter how safe they are or not, accidents still happen. And this is just a sad, somber reminder of that. So unfortunately, there's not much to do but send love and thoughts and prayers out to the family, her friends, her loved ones, and to just ask that the industry does better. Get rid of it. Like, do I really care if a muzzle flash in a movie is real or CGI? No, they're putting holographic musicians at Coachella, and people are worried that a fake gun flash might turn off viewers. Like, I don't understand it. I want them to do better because accidents like this are just unacceptable, and it's unacceptable.